I've made 7 figures a year in e-commerce for the past 3 years, and there's 3 distinct stages of the funnel. You need to get fully dialed in or you're leaving a lot on the table. So in this video, we're going to talk about Shopify apps that can help you optimize your top, aka traffic, your middle and bottom, aka conversion rate optimization, and then your post-purchase stages of the funnel, the post-purchase being increasing your customer LTV. For each category, we will cover its importance, a few subcategories, as well as specific apps you should be aware of. If not, install right now. Let's get started with top of the funnel, aka traffic generation. Obviously, the more traffic you have, the more potential sales you're gonna have, but it gets a lot deeper than that. You need to have visibility in each one of your marketing channels to understand where the sales are coming from and also how much you're spending on an acquisition. This is probably obvious because then you can go double down on your best traffic sources. The best way to get these insights from a high level is to have a powerful multi-channel attribution tool. Now, why is this important? Well, if you just use a tool like Google or Facebook ads in isolation, they don't know about your other traffic sources. So you can have issues like conversions being double counted and not seeing the full picture. For example, you could have a click from Google, a click from Facebook, then an influencer click, so you don't really know the full customer journey unless you have a tool that integrates everything. Now, the best value app I'm aware of for this is called Triple Whale because they start at just $100 per month, and it's like having a single pixel for all your marketing channels that get fed into a database where you can view and visualize all of your traffic and where it's coming from. Of course, you get things like first and last click attributions, tons of ways to slice your data, and also predictive modeling power so you can forecast into the future. What users love about this app is the convenience, the easy setup without needing to code, and the powerful customization and the real-time notifications that keep you up to date if anything surprising changes. However, some of the cons are if you're not already running multiple channels, specifically advertising channels, you might not be able to take advantage of the full set of features. In any case, the price being what it is, and if you are spending a decent amount on ads, it can be worth it at least to get this set up, and then as you scale, it will be there to back you up. Top of funnel category number 2 are general affiliate apps. These can be wonderful because you can turn influencers, customers, or other brands into advocates for your store and get traffic, often in a performance-only basis. So you're mitigating your risk as well as broadening your reach. Now, the advantage you have over pure ads is you're often not competing with big brands able to spend hundreds or even thousands to acquire a single customer. So if you put in the work, find the right affiliates, this can easily become your best ROI channel. Affiliates are on average also much more trusted than ads, so your conversions per impression are often a standard deviation higher. That is, if you find the right affiliates. One app that makes this easy for Shopify stores is UpPromote. It makes the process of setting up affiliate campaigns very simple and also takes care of things like generating discount codes. You can send payouts in different ways, customize commissions, and track everything in a performance dashboard. The pros are that users find it very user-friendly and easy to get set up, and they love that you can get started with a free plan, and they have a very good support team. However, the cons are the sourcing. You have to find your own affiliates. There's no way to do this through the app, and many people find this the most time-consuming and difficult part, especially when you factor in not every affiliate you find is going to be good. So basically, it only solves one piece of the puzzle. However, it does that quite well. This app is widely used and already trusted with over 3,000 reviews and a 4.9 star average. Closely related to affiliate marketing is category 3, influencer marketing. It can be difficult to get this working, but if you can, this quickly can become your best ROI marketing channel. Reasons are it's extremely targeted. You can find people whose audience lines up one-to-one with your ideal customers that you know are already going to buy. The right influencers have very high trust, and if you can crack micro-influencers, that is people with less than 50,000 followers, this can be the most cost-effective channel of all. App recommendation-wise, Shopify Collabs is one that a lot of stores are using. This app automates a lot of the repetitive parts of the influencer marketing process, like gift order and affiliate code generation. They have a network of influencers who already want to work with brands like yours, and there's tens of thousands who have registered for the app. It's quite easy to get started, where you just make a free account and then you can start searching through this list of influencers or posting a job that people apply to. However, for a lot of stores, it has its limitations. First, you're limited to the pool of people within the app, so if they haven't registered, you can't find them. This is great if you have a pretty broad product category. However, if you want to find more specific influencers, they're probably not going to be in the Shopify Collabs network. People also report the support is not the best, and since anyone can join the app, the influencers can be low quality, either not posting at all, or they're doing so many deals they're not really going to put the effort in for your product, or their audience might be burned out from seeing too many promotions. In general, it's a good way if you want to try out a lot of influencers at the same time and you don't want to get too specific, but what we've found is that is not the case for most brands. Now, to solve some of these issues for this category, I'll give a second recommendation. And as a caveat, this is the app that we've created, Partner Up. Partner Up is similar to Shopify Collabs in that you have all the automation capabilities built in, very easy affiliate code generation, gift orders, and performance tracking. But you also get the piece Collabs is missing, which is the ability to search all the influencers on the internet to find the exact ones that work with your brand. So if your product is something specific like face paint, you can add that keyword in, search all the influencers on all the platforms, and create a list of the ones you like the most. From there, you can outreach directly through the app, and then once they reply, everything is automated. Using AI, we also give you stats that you don't get on other platforms, and they are verified because the influencers don't upload them themselves. So you'll be able to see their audience locations, as well as, importantly, red flags like fake followers and if they're posting promotions too often. This discovery and risk mitigation is what people report as the most difficult part of influencer marketing, so we wanted to make sure we had that solved. So many people from Collabs are switching over to Partner Up, and we do have a 60-day free trial if you want to try it out and do some searches to see if you're finding great influencers for you. The link to try it out is below, and once again, you can start for free, and we will give you a one-on-one demo, and I promise, amazing support. Okay, you've generated your traffic. Hopefully, buyer interest is high. So let's move on to converting your customers, aka conversion rate optimization, or mid and bottom of funnel. The first category is review apps, where split tests have shown customer testimonials and videos can increase conversions by as much as 2 or 3x. Even slightly negative reviews can work in your favor because every product does have its limitations and it makes you seem more honest. Reviews can also be a form of user-generated content, which are a sort of promotional material or influencer marketing as well. So some kind of a review app is a must-have, but which one do you go with? Well, in this case, the power user app is Judge.me. You get more power, more customization, and a better process to be able to actually collect reviews through email and SMS. It also offers review incentive programs, not bribes, but they can be helpful in collecting more and more reviews over time. However, with over 25,000 reviews, Judge Me is extremely popular and worth checking out. And there's also a free plan. The next category is support or chat apps. Now, you should definitely have some kind of a chat just to reduce friction as someone's going through your site. Now, this of course can be from a human resources standpoint, hard to staff, hard to support, but almost every store that installs one reports positive ROI from doing this. Now, tons of options for this category, but one of the best we've found is Tidio chatbot. AI is going to help you out with this one by answering common questions for you. And another benefit is there are notifications when you get a new user so you can engage them right away when they land on your site. It's reported that AI can resolve up to 70% of issues, which will save you a lot of time. And there's also multi-channel support so you can follow up with your leads even if you can't get to them in time. However, the downside is the integration for all the different channels. It's reported doesn't always work perfectly, and you can hit tier limits within the plans, which can force you to start paying maybe a little bit more than you want to. In general though, there's over 1,500 reviews with an average of above 4.6. And there's also a free plan if you have low traffic, but you want to keep an eye on how that's going to scale as your traffic goes up because the plans can get expensive quite fast. Now, the next CRO app is user interaction monitoring. And if you haven't heard of Hotjar, you should definitely be aware of it. We'll go through it quickly. It's a heat map and session recording software. So if you're doing things like A/B tests for different pages, you can actually see how users are interacting with them instead of hoping for the best and going blind. For example, if you want users to click on a certain button and they're not doing it, you can find out why and where they're looking instead for each given user. Hotjar is amazing because it is a very quick install and the insights it gives you are quite crazy and oftentimes surprising. So if you're running something like an A/B test, you really want to have this additional insight. Now, the great part is they have multiple case studies showing that in certain examples, a different form increased conversions by 55%. In others, a simple change to a call to action button lifted clicks by 11%. And anyone bought into the idea of CRO can definitely benefit from this. However, the downsides are, number one, given that a lot of JavaScript is powering this app, it can slow down your store. So you want to keep an eye on your performance metrics. And what people tend to do is uninstall it after they get the insights they need. For this reason too, if you're not constantly running A/B tests, this might be one where you want to pause the plan until you need it again because the different pricing tiers can also escalate quite quickly. But in general, this is the industry standard heat map app, not just for Shopify, but for any different kind of website. Next, we'll talk about theme customization apps, which allow you that additional level of making your store amazing and great without necessarily needing to hire a developer. Now, the best theme customization apps also allow for things like A/B testing, as well as give your store a unique look and feel beyond the standard theme options, so it doesn't just look like a template, while at the same time still matching the vibe of your branding. For normal or starter users, Pagefly is going to be able to do most of what you need with a drag and drop editor that has a ton of analytics that's going to get you up and running very quickly with new pages. Though you might hit the limits of the free plan very quickly, if you're building just a few pages, Pagefly is usually the go-to for most people. One level up for that with very powerful customization, very powerful A/B testing is Shogun, which has tons of templates, even more customization. It's more for power users, though they do have a starter plan starting at $29 per month. However, this is a premium app which does cost more than the competition. So I would say if you're building new pages, running tests all the time, or have a developer on your team dedicated to this, Shogun is going to be the best option. And if you just want to build a page or two, Pagefly will probably suit your needs. Okay, we're finally here, which is maximizing your LTV or the post-purchase stage of the funnel. This is after your customers who have bought at least one product, and those people now become your best leads because they are verified buyers. So they have the highest chance of buying additional product from you. Probably obvious, but we're saying anyway. Category number one is upsell or post-purchase apps. This can easily increase your AOV or average order value. Almost everyone's using them who is a Shopify power user because they're really just plug and play and they're almost guaranteed to give you additional revenue. They can also be used to selectively clear excess inventory or seasonal items, and you can collect data or provide post-purchase rebuy or reward incentives. One good one is Aftersell. It has all the features that you'd be looking for, and they have a free tier, so it's worth starting with that one. But as long as you have a post-purchase capability, you're probably going to be fine. Let's move on to rewards apps. Long story short, you're giving out points and incentives for people to keep coming back or meet a minimum threshold of products to get bonuses, basically by being repeat customers. These can lead to certain customers getting VIP status. There can also be referral programs built in, and any app in this category is going to have a variety of features you can customize to what sort of programs you want to create. What I see the most people using here is Smile.io, which actually caters to millions of businesses and has a 4.6 on the Shopify App Store. Now, the base plan is $49 per month, but if the reward program just gets you a couple extra sales per month, that's easy to justify. Just wanted to make you aware of this category if you do want to create more repeat customers, which it makes sense to do. Finally, last one, we have to talk about email marketing apps. Most stores are already doing this, but if you're not, well, you're already collecting the email, so it is so easy to implement and pretty much a guaranteed way to spend nothing and get more revenue. Some stores are worried they're gonna spam their customers or they're gonna bother them, and that's gonna create a negative reaction, but it definitely doesn't. And most stores say you should be emailing your list minimum once per week, and it doesn't have to be spammy promotions. It could just be updates, little short reminders, and if you personalize them a bit, you're actually standing out from the crowd. So two go-to options, again, the Shopify app, Shopify email. Like our other options, this one is the simple one for less power users, but easy setup. And the great part is you don't need to register for an external service. It's all directly built into Shopify and even comes installed out of the box with your Shopify store. It's already going to be matching your store design and the cost is very low. So if you don't have a huge email list, it's probably worth just starting with this one so you're at least reminding your customers you exist. 10,000 emails per month are going to be free, so you're going to hit that pretty quick if you have a decent sized list. However, like all the Shopify apps, the customization is going to be a little bit more limited. And of course, it's not going to have the same features as a MailChimp or a Klaviyo. So it makes sense to end on Klaviyo, which is maybe the most used Shopify app of all. I'd have to confirm that, but almost everyone uses it, and they've even had an IPO. Now, why is Klaviyo so popular? Well, they're super powerful. They have the best customization industry-wide. They have A/B testing, which you're going to need if you're sending a lot of emails. Well, at least you should be using it. They have SMS integrations, but like the other comparisons, this is the powerful option. So the pricing is going to be higher. The features are going to be bigger, but once your list gets above, let's say 10, 20,000, it's worth taking a look at. And over 70,000 stores use it worldwide. And that's for a good reason. So those are all the apps. Maybe this was obvious and basic for you, but I hope you learned one or two things, maybe one of the categories you're not using yet, but I am fully convinced based on personal use and these stores we've talked to that each category has a high potential to increase your revenue, whether driving more traffic, converting more customers, or following up with your customers you already know. So I'll say again now, if you want to get a little more into influencer marketing with powerful discovery, AI insights, because I personally believe, maybe I'm biased, but influencer marketing among the top of funnel options is going to give you a lot of power. And that's why we've invested so much time into building this app and making it amazing, better than the existing options like Shopify Collabs or the very high priced options, but for a price for small and medium stores. So if you want to make your influencer marketing less painful, check us out at partnerup.net, or you can click the link below. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe to the Shopify marketing channel if you want more insights and tips on how to increase your sales, and I will see you in the next video.